camp. I'm happy with my preparation. Everything is smooth, man. I'm actually sick of the training. I just want to fight, and you always get sick of the training, but you're not always sure how sharp you've gotten. I'm 99% sure I'm as sharp as I'm going to be right now.
Who just forward to get ready for
Kareem Mayfield, Keandre Gibson, Steve Forbes, to name a few. Also, got some New York fighters here. Dimash. What's Dimash's last name? It's too long. Dimash, prospect. There. We had a couple fighters in Texas, Benjamin Whitaker and Scipio. I think it's Kenton Scipio. Yeah, I know his brother's name is Scipio, but good prospects. We had a lot of fighters. We worked with Patrick Day up in New York as well. This kid Tyrone was an amateur, national amateur, nationally ranked amateur. Also at welterweight. We had a lot of good work, a lot of fast work, a lot of sharp work. All good fighters. They really prepared us throughout the entire camp.
The whole camp was on the West Coast, I think.
Started it on the East Coast. I kept training throughout my traveling and with Showtime, which is why I had to work in Texas as well, which I was shouting out the guys I worked with in Texas, both Scipio and Whitaker. Then I moved it on to LA, where I worked with Mayfield, Forbes, and Gibson primarily. And then I brought Gibson with me to New York, and I added Dimash as well. I started at the camp with Day and Tyrone early on.
Maybe looking in for a KO, man. He's on my 4th, 5th round. How do you see this going down?
I say bring it, you know. If that's what you're looking for, bring it, you know. Actions speak louder than words, you know. Miguel Cotto told me something years ago when I fought him. He said, no fighter ever won a fight with words, you know. And I was sitting there yapping and yapping and yapping. So it was one of the most truthful things I've ever been told about this business. Because then I got my reality check when I fought him that night. So on the night of June 10, 2006. So I really hold those words dear. I've always been a talker, but in the end, they don't win you fights. If Ray B's saying stop me in 4, 5, 6 rounds, I hope he's ready to put his money where his mouth is, and he's ready to step up to the plate and fight that way when they ring the bell.
You talking about boxing?